Hey guys, this is Ryan from Starcastic Remarks. This is completely unscripted as to what I'm going to say about this. I'm probably just going to jump from thought to thought that I have about this tonight. But at the time I'm recording this is midnight Central Time on the day of free agency. So free agency is going to begin in about 11 hours here. And unfortunately, one of those members is going to be John Klingberg. And I just want to talk about Klingberg for a second because, especially on our podcast, especially this past year, me specifically, I've been very hard on him and specifically his play on the ice. But I don't want to take the time to talk about that. What I do want to take the time right now to talk about is what he meant to me as a Stars fan and what he meant to the city and what he's done for hockey in Texas. He will go down as one of the greatest Dallas Stars defensemen in the history of this franchise. And you could talk to anybody you want to about, arguing about that. But there's no doubt in my mind that he is one of the best Stars defensemen in the history of this franchise. I know a lot of people are upset at the fact that he's going to free agency and they're thinking, he could sign for less and, go and still continue to be with the Stars, the franchise that drafted him. And, this is all he's known in the NHL is the Stars. He has every right to go out and get every last dollar, penny that he thinks he's worth. And that, honestly, I think he's worth. I think he's worth that $8 million that he's asking for and that the 8 years he's asking for. What a lot of people don't think about when it comes to NHL players is that they have only a certain amount of time in this league. So if Klingberg is lucky, if John is lucky, he's got another 10 years in him in this league to maybe he's 39, 40. And then he's got to be able to take that money and spread it across the rest of the time that he's alive, till assuming he's, 80, 90 years old. So he only gets to play for, at most 20 years probably. And I think for him, it's probably going to be more like 15, 16. So I don't blame him for going out and wanting to get the money that he deserves. He deserves it. He's put his time in as a member when he had his entry level contract, when he signed the very friendly team deal that he had. It was $4.25 million for six or 7 years. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he deserves to go out and get this money. John, I just want to say to you as a Stars fan, thank you for all the time that you spent and all the great memories that I personally will have. I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it. But obviously one of the goals I'll remember for the rest of my life is the 2019 series against Nashville in the playoffs, Game 6. And you scored the series clinching goal in that series. And I will always remember that for as long as I live. So thank you for that and the memories that you gave to me over the past 7 years. One of the things that I also want to point out is, I think it's on the Starcastic Remarks YouTube channel as well, but there is a video of me that my wife took of me watching the 2020 bubble playoffs, and I believe it was during the Calgary series where I can't remember if we were in first or second overtime, but it was in an overtime game in the 2020 bubble playoffs, and my daughter was just a couple of months old at this point. The world had shut down, and you were a part of that run, and I really appreciate it. But anyways, in this video, you scored the game-winning goal, which won us the game in single or double overtime or whatever, and I screamed so loud, and I was so excited and happy that I freaked out my daughter, and she started crying. So, I just want to say thank you, John. I hope you see this and understand how much you truly meant to me. And I think I speak for a majority of Stars fans when I say thank you, John, and good luck in your next endeavors. And, maybe someday you'll come back to Dallas and maybe as a player for the Stars again. We'll see. But I just want to say thank you and I appreciate you so much.